What's up, desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back. And today I'm chatting with Matt Jansen, world-renowned bodybuilding coach. We're discussing natural training versus enhanced, how it should be different or should it be the same. All that plus much more. And we have a heap more videos coming with Matt Jansen on this channel as well. So if you like this content, please give me a thumbs up and smash that like button. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell button. That way you'll be notified of every video that goes up for myself, Xavier Wills at Desktop Bodybuilding. And leave your comments below and let me know how you train differently from naturals to enhanced. If you're a coach, if you have gone from being natural to enhanced, and has it changed? And have you even got benefits from training as an enhanced athlete, more like a natural guy? Let us know in the comments because we love that sort of interaction. And guys, I hope you enjoy this video. Welcome back to Desktop Bodybuilding. I'm Xavier Wills, and today I'm joined by Matt Jansen, and we're talking about natural versus enhanced, and should the training and everything else be the same. So Matt, let's discuss natty versus enhanced, because everyone sort of discusses this a little bit, and I think a lot of the natural guys see the way I suppose the pro enhanced guys train, and they think, should I be training that same way? Now, what's your opinion on training for natural athletes versus enhanced, specifically bodybuilders?
Yep. I think this is a great question. I think ultimately when we look at training variables and what I believe in my heart of hearts is most important, a lot of variables should not change between natural and enhanced. I started as a natural lifter and I was very into the natural community. I want to give them a lot of credit because they train, for a greater majority, they train so much more scientifically sound and scientifically based off of true periodization, off of understanding percentages, off of understanding numbers, off of really putting a training plan into place and executing it properly, more so than the enhanced side does. And the reason why I think that is, and just being blunt, is because their room for error is so much less. And I think that's so crucial because, you can't, if you're wasting time as a natural lifter, you're really going nowhere, so everything has to be calculated. Everything has to be, gone over, really analyzed, making sure that things are progressive, making sure that things are in the right way, versus if you're an enhanced lifter, you can really be doing a lot of things wrong or suboptimally or whatever word you want to use. And basically the anabolics are accounting for your errors and your own calculations to still allow you to progress. So in my heart of hearts, the main difference that we need to look at between enhanced versus natural is their ability to recover. That to me is huge. And that to me is what needs to be addressed. But outside of that, really the training variables, it should be progressive. Whether we're natural or enhanced, the driver of hypertrophy is still the same, which I think is high amounts of tension, high amounts of load, however you want to say that. And then being in a systematic plan is so important. Those are the two things that I really think that we need to hone in on. So recovery, it's the same thing. It's recovery, it's execution, it's about consistency within your training variables. That to me is what really matters. But within that being said, you really have to pay attention to the recovery abilities of a natural athlete because, again, there's not the anabolics in place to compensate for lack of proper training plan. As a natural athlete, all you have in terms of recovery truly is your nutrition and your sleep. That's it. So you don't have anything facilitating that recovery process or that healing process or the ability to add tissue as you do if you're enhanced. So that really is what the difference comes down to me. But again, I really want to, not that I'm knocking enhanced lifters, but in so many ways, if more enhanced lifters programmed and periodized their training like natural lifters, I think the enhanced community would just be even better and better, because really the natural guys are the ones that have a sound program in it and they have it correct.
Absolutely. And doing it natural as well is generally a lot harder for people too. So for enhanced guys that say, we work the hardest, and so sometimes they don't always, because obviously, like you said, the natural lifters have very little room for mistakes, because
Right, right.
you can obviously catabolize muscle a lot easier during a prep. If you take a few weeks off, you can really sort of flatten out a lot more compared to a guy that's actually enhanced and on something. So you make a great point there.
Yeah, and I mean, I just talked about this in a previous video, but I don't also want to undermine the recovery that's necessary for enhanced lifters either. That's so important to me. And even like, again, so I just kind of talked about this, but I'm currently training, my training partner is a natural lifter. So when we built our training system and we built our split, I was really heeding his advice of how quickly he was recovering. And I basically said, okay, because I want to train with you and because I enjoy this time and I value it, I'm going to go off the split that you want. So basically what we're doing is we are resting, and I've never done this before. We're resting on the front end and the back end of legs. So if you want to start with a rest day, it's rest and then legs and then rest and then pull and then push and then rest. And then that cycle repeats itself. And again, we came up with this kind of ideology or how we're systematically going to go about this because of his ability to recover as a natural lifter. And what I'm saying here is it's benefited me so much. I've never rested this much in my life. I never have. And because of, I basically heeded his advice as a natural lifter, it's been able to help my progress as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So in general, though, would you say a natural lifter has to do a little bit less volume or include more rest days than a guy that's enhanced?
Possibly a combination of both, or not training so many sets to extreme failure.
Yeah.
Because there's so many, you can attack this many ways, but something has to be calculated for that recovery variable to be intact. I do think that natural lifters should train to failure. One of my favorite natural lifters of all time is Doug Miller, and he's also one of the hardest training guys that I know. And the proof is in the pudding. I mean, he trains to failure, compound movements, goes all out. Obviously, he also has one of the best physiques, natural or enhanced, in the world, in my opinion. But I do think that training in a natural environment, you need to train to failure. It's just that you need to kind of manage that very, very carefully. And again, be very aware of your fatigue buildup as you're going from week to week within your training cycle.
Yeah, and Doug Miller, I'm not sure if it's Doug Miller that I heard this story about, but I think he came out to Australia and he even took his scales to restaurants and stuff. So it shows that sort of natural lifters are always switched on like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is really cool. So, and I don't know any enhanced guys that have actually taken a scale to a restaurant, but there probably has been guys, but I just haven't really heard of that compared to you hear what some of these natural guys do. What was that, sorry?
Yeah. I said it's very rare, I would say that.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a guy that obviously works really hard. And he seems like another guy like yourself that's very into the progressive overload sort of thing as well. So shows that, your principles obviously work for, natural or enhanced. But Matt, thank you so much for coming on and doing this video. I think it was awesome. Now, how do people get in contact with you if they want coaching or anything like that?
If you guys want to just reach out to me, matt@camp-jansen.com. I'd be happy to talk to you further there. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
Thank you so much, Matt. For Matt Jansen and Xavier Wills, we are out. So there it is. So make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up and smash that like button if you did enjoy this video. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell button. That way you'll be notified of every video that goes up for myself, Xavier Wills at Desktop Bodybuilding. We've got a heap more videos coming with Matt Jansen. Also, we've got bodybuilding news, bodybuilding history, bodybuilding interviews, plus much, much more. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of that. So for Xavier Wills and Desktop Bodybuilding, we are out.